viewers and subscribers. I am excited to present my latest vlog on my YouTube channel. In this video, I feature various events, places, and people. Who knows, you might even be one of them. You get a glimpse of my life at sea and on land, including insights I gained while working on the ship during our journey from San Diego Bay to Portland, Oregon. Coronado, Spanish for crown, is a resort city located in San Diego County, California, United States, across the San Diego Bay from downtown San Diego. It was founded in the 1880s and incorporated in 1890. Its population was 20,000 28,192 in 2020, down from 24,697 in 2010. Coronado, the Tide Islands, which is connected to the mainland by a tombolo or a sandy isthmus called the Silver Strand. The explorer Sebastian Vizcaino gave Coronado its name and drew its first map in 1602. Coronado is Spanish term for crown, and though it's nicknamed the Crown City, its name is derived from the Coronado Island, an offshore Mexican archipelago. Three ships of the United States Navy have been named after the city, including USS Coronado. History. Prior to European settlement, Coronado was inhabited by the Kumeyaay, who sustained fishing villages on the peninsula in North Island and on the Coronado Cays. As American settlers moved into the area, the Kumeyaay were pushed out of Coronado, with the last 6 Kumeyaay families deported to Mesa Grande Reservation in 1902. Coronado was incorporated as a town on December 11, 1890. The community's first post office predates Coronado's incorporation, established on February 8, 1887, with Norbert Moser assigned as the first postmaster. The land was purchased by Elisha Spoor Babcock along with Hampton Al Story and Jacob Gruendicke. Their intention was to create a resort community, and in 1886, the Coronado Beach Company was organized. By 1888, they had built the Hotel del Coronado, and the city became a major resort destination. They also built a schoolhouse and formed athletic, boating, and baseball clubs. Amusement Park, Tent City. In 1900, a tourist vacation area just south of the Hotel del Coronado was established by John D. Spreckels and named Tent City. Spreckels also became the hotel's owner. Over the years, the tents gave way to cottages, the last of which was torn down in late 1940s or early 1941. In the 1910s, Coronado had streetcars running on Orange Avenue. These streetcars became a fixture of the city until their retirement in 1939. Geography. According to the United States Census Bureau, the city has a total area of 32.7 square miles or 85 kilometers, 7.9 square miles or 20.5 kilometers of the city is land, and 24.7 square miles or 64 kilometers of it, 17.72 is water. A view of San Diego from Coronado. Geographically, Coronado is a tide island connected to the mainland by a tombolo known as the Silver Strand. The Silver Strand, Coronado, and North Island form San Diego Bay. Since recorded history, Coronado was mostly separated from North Island by a shallow inlet water called the Spanish Bight. The development of North Island by the United States Navy prior to and during World War II led to the filing of the Bight by July 1944, combining the land area into a single body. The Navy still operates Naval Air Station North Island. Nasni or North Island on Coronado. On the southern side of the town is Naval Amphibious Base Coronado, a training center for Navy SEALs and Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewmen or SWCZ. Both facilities are part of the larger Naval Base Coronado complex. Coronado has increased in size due to dredge material being dumped on its shoreline and through the natural accumulation of sand. The country club area on the northwest side of Coronado, the Glorieta area and golf course on the southeast side of Coronado. Most of the Naval Amphibious Base Coronado. Most of the Strand Naval Housing and most of the Coronado Cays, all on the south side of Coronado, were built on dirt dredges from San Diego Bay. On New Year's Day 1937, during the Great Depression, the gambling ship SSS Monte Carlo, known for drinks, dice, and dolls, was shipwrecked on the beach around about quarter mile, 500 miles south of Coronado del Coronado. In 1969, the San Diego Coronado Bridge was opened, allowing much faster transit between the city than bay ferries or driving via State Route 75 along the Silver Strand. The bridge is made up of 5 lanes, one of which is controlled by a movable barrier that allows for better traffic flow during rush hours. In the morning, the lane is moved to create 3 lanes going southbound towards Coronado, and in the evening, it is moved again to create 3 lanes going to northbound climate, according to the Köppen climate classification system. Coronado has a semi-arid climate, abbreviated BSK on climate maps.
Lord, lead me by the hand and make me face the rising sun. Comfort me through all the things that life may bring. There's no other road that I can lean upon. Lead me, Lord, lead me all my life. Walk by me across the lonely road of every day. Take my arms and let your hand show me the way. Show the way to let inside your love. Lead me, Lord, all my life. You are my light. You're the lamp upon my feet. All the time, my Lord, I need you there. You are my light. I cannot live alone. Let me stay by your guiding love all through my life. Lead me, Lord. Even though at times I'd rather go along my way, help me take the right direction to take your road. Lead me, Lord, and never leave my side. All my days, all my life. You are my light. You're the lamp upon my feet. All the time, my Lord, I need you there. You are my light. I cannot live alone. Let me stay by your guiding love all through my life. You are my light. You're the lamp upon my feet. All the time, my Lord, I need you there. You are my light. I cannot live alone. Let me stay by your guiding love all through my life, all through my days. Lead me, all my life.
Named after Portland, Maine, with itself named after the English Isle of Portland, the Oregon settlement began to be populated in the 1840s near the end of Oregon Trail. Its water access provided convenient transportation of goods, and the timber industry was a major force in the city's early economy. At the turn of the 20th century, the city had a reputation as one of the most dangerous port cities in the world, a hub for organized crime and racketeering. After the city's economy experienced an industrial boom during World War II, its hard-edged reputation began to dissipate. Beginning in the 1960s, Portland became noted for its growing liberal and progressive political values. earning its reputation as a bastion of counterculture. The city operates with a commission-based government guided by a mayor and four commissioners, as well as metros, the only directly elected metropolitan planning organization in the United States. Its climate is marked by warm, dry summers and cool, rainy winters. This climate is ideal for growing roses, and Portland has been called the City of Roses for over a century. History. During the prehistoric period, the land that would become Portland was flooded after the collapse of glacial dams from Lake Missoula in what would later become Montana. These massive floods occurred during the last ice age and filled the Willamette Valley with 300 to 400 feet, or 91 to 122 meters of water. Before American settlers began arriving in the 1800s, the land was inhabited for many centuries by two bands of indigenous Chinook people, the Multnomah and the Clackamas. The Chinook people occupying the land were first documented in 1805 by Meriwether Lewis and William Clark. Before its European settlement, the Portland Basin of the lower Columbia River and Willamette River Valley had been one of the most densely populated regions on the Pacific coast. Climate. Portland has a warm summer Mediterranean climate, or Köppen CSB, falling just short of a summer Mediterranean climate, or Köppen CSA, with cool and rainy winters and warm and dry summers. This climate is characterized by having overcast, wet, and changing weather conditions in fall, winter, and spring. As Portland lies in the direct path of the stormy weatherly flow and warm, dry summers when the North Pacific high reaches its northernmost point in midsummer. Portland's USDA plant hardiness zone is 8B, with parts of the downtown area falling in Zone 9A. Winters are cool, cloudy, and rainy. The coldest month is December, with an average daily high temperature of 46.9 Fahrenheit or 80.3 Celsius, although overnight lows usually remain above freezing by a few degrees. Evening temperatures fall to or below freezing 32 nights per year on average, but very rarely below 18 Fahrenheit or 8 Celsius. There are only 2.1 days per year where the daytime high temperature fails to rise above freezing. The mean for the coldest high is at exact freezing point of 32 Fahrenheit. The lowest overnight temperature ever recorded was 3 Fahrenheit or 19 Celsius on February 2, 1950, while the coldest daytime high temperature ever recorded was 14 Fahrenheit 10 Celsius on December 30, 1968. The average window in which freezing temperatures may occur is between November 15 and March 19, allowing a growing season of 240 days. Cityscape. Portland's cityscape derives much of its character from the many bridges that span the Willamette River downtown, several of which are historic landmarks, and Portland has been nicknamed Bridgetown for many decades as a result. Three of downtown's most heavily used bridges are more than 100 years old and are designated historic landmarks. Hawthorne Bridge, 1910, Steel Bridge, 1912, and Broadway Bridge, 1913. Portland's newest bridge in the downtown area, Telecom Crossing, opened in 2015 and is the first new bridge to span the Willamette in Portland since the ethnicity. The 2020 census reported the city as 73.8% white, 449,025 people, 8.2% Asian, 52,854, 5.8% Black or African American, 38,217, 0.9% Native American, 7,335, 0.5% Pacific Islander, 3,919, and 5.0% from two or more races, 69,898. The 2010 census reported the city as 76.1% white, 254,000 people, 7.1% Asian, 41,448, 6.3% Black or African American, 36,778, 1.0% Native American, 5,838, 0.5% Pacific Islander, 2,919, 4.7% belonging to two or more racial groups, 24,437, and 5.0% from other races, 28,987. 9.4% were Hispanic or Latino of any race, 54,840. Whites not of Hispanic origin made up 72.2% of the total population. In 1940, Portland's African American population was approximately 2,000 and largely consisted of railroad employees and their families. During the wartime Liberty Ship construction boom, the need for workers drew many blacks to the city. The new influx of blacks settled in specific neighborhoods, such as the Albina district and Banford. The May 1948 flood, which destroyed Banford, eliminated the only integrated neighborhood, and an influx of blacks into the northeast quadrant of the city continued. Portland longshoremen racial mix was described as being lily white in the 1960s when the local International Longshore and Warehouse Union declined to represent grain handlers since some were black. Portland residents identifying solely as Asian American accounts for 7.1% of the population. An additional 1.8% is partially of Asian heritage. Vietnamese American make up of 2.2% of Portland's population and make up the largest Asian ethnic group in the city, followed by Chinese 1.7%, Filipino 0.6%, Japanese 0.5%, Koreans 0.4%, Laotians 0.4%, Hmong 0.2%, and Cambodian 0.1%. A small population of Blue men live in Portland. Portland has two Chinatown, with New Chinatown in the J District along SE 82nd Avenue with Chinese supermarkets, Hong Kong-style noodle houses, dim sum, and Vietnamese pho restaurants. With about 12,000 Vietnamese residing in the city proper, Portland has one of the largest Vietnamese populations in America per capita. According to statistics, there are over 4,500 Pacific Islanders in Portland, making up 0.7% of the city's population. There is a Tongan community in Portland who arrived in the area in the 1970s, and Tongans and Pacific Islanders as a whole are one of the fastest growing ethnic groups in the Portland area. Portland population has been and remains predominantly white. In 1940, whites were over 98% of the city's population. In 2009, Portland had the fifth highest percentage of white residents among the 40 largest U.S. metropolitan areas. A 2000 survey of the 40 largest cities in the U.S. concluded Portland's urban core has the highest percentage of white residents. Some scholars have noted the Pacific Northwest as a whole is one of the last Caucasian bastions of the United States. While Portland's diversity was historically comparable to Metro, Seattle, and Salt Lake City, those area grows more diverse in the late 1990s and 2000s. Portland not only remains white, but migration to Portland is disproportionately white. The Oregon Territory banned African American settlement in 1849. In the 19th century, certain laws allowed the immigration of Chinese laborers but prohibited them from owning property or bringing their families. The early 1920s saw the rapid growth of the Ku Klux Klans, which became influential in Oregon politics, culminating in the election of Walter M. Pierce as governor. The largest influx of minority population occurred during World War II, as the African American population grew by a factor of 10 for wartime work. After World War II, the Banford Flood in 1948 displaced many African Americans. As they resettled, redlining directed the displaced workers from the wartime settlements to neighboring Albina. There and elsewhere in Portland, they experienced police hostility, lack of employment, and mortgage discrimination, leading to half the black population leaving after the war. In the 1980s and 1990s, radical skinhead groups flourished in Portland. In 1988, Mulugeta Isero, an Ethiopian immigrant, was killed by 3 skinheads. The response to his murder involved a community-driven series of rallies, campaigns, nonprofits, and events designed to address Portland's racial history, leading to a city considered significantly more tolerant than in 1988 at Serrao's death. Portland has a substantial Roma population. 76% of Latinos in Portland are of Mexican heritage. Oregon Shipbuilding Corporation was a World War II emergency shipyard located along the Willamette River in Portland, Oregon, United States. The shipyard built nearly 600 Liberty and Victory ships between 1941 and 1945 under the Emergency Shipbuilding Program. It was closed after the war ended. The shipyard One of three Kaiser shipyards in the area was in the St. John's neighborhood of North Portland. The two others were the Swan Island shipyard, located several miles upriver on Swan Island, and the Vancouver shipyard, located across the Columbia River from Portland in Vancouver, Washington. Among the ships built by Oregon Shipbuilding was the Star of Oregon, which was launched on Liberty Fleet Day, September 27, 1941. The rapid expansion of Portland area shipyards during World War II and contraction afterward caused similar expansion and contraction of the population of Vanport City, Oregon, which was also built by Henry J. Kaiser to house the workers of the three area shipyards. The former site of Oregon Shipbuilding in St. John is now Schnitzer Steel Industries. After working for Seatour for over 4 months, I am thrilled to be going on my annual leave. I have planned a long journey from Portland, Oregon, with a few days stopover in San Diego, California, before heading to Los Angeles to purchase my airline ticket for the trip to Manila, Philippines. Hello everyone, enjoy my vlog and enjoy the view of Cubao, Quezon City. Hello everyone, today is December 18th, Sunday, 2021. This is my second night here in hotel quarantine at Cubao, Quezon City. Enjoy the view and my vlog. Once I arrived at my destination, I had to stay at the hotel for my mandatory quarantine period for around 5 to 6 days. I had to pass the COVID test before checking out of the hotel. After checking out, I traveled back home to be with my mom and sister. We were all excited to prepare for the upcoming Christmas holiday.
This is my homecoming Christmas vacation. I can say that I'm happy, first because I can spend Christmas with my mother and sisters and relatives and friends. But looking back, because of the death of my youngest sister in April 2022, it's also sad to remember that 2021 was the last time we were together with Chachi. Throughout this vlog, I'll share my experience as a merchant marine. While at sea, I could return to San Diego, California, where I could admire the beautiful Coronado Bridge and San Diego Bay. I also had the chance to visit Portland, Oregon for the second time, where I saw the grotto during Christmas. My chance is also to spend my holiday season in my hometown in Manila, Philippines. This visit happened during the pandemic, so I had to undergo hotel quarantine. However, it was all worth it, especially since I spent time with my youngest sister, Chachi, and my mom during the holiday season. I hope you enjoy this vlog as it takes you throughout the beautiful scenery and history of the places I visited. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for my next vlogs.